All right, so today we're going to kind of dive into the world of guitar effects,
Okay.
and specifically analog versus digital.
Cool.
And we're going to be using a blog post as our source today.
Interesting.
It's by this guy named Aang,
Okay.
who's a software engineer,
Interesting.
but also a serious guitar enthusiast.
Okay, cool.
And this was a recent entry from December 19th, 2024,
Okay.
on his personal blog, keonmeng.org. And this is part of a series called So You're Thinking of Getting an Electric Guitar Again.
Neat.
So we're basically getting a sneak peek
Yeah.
into Aang's thoughts on this.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to get into somebody's personal blog.
You know, it is because personal blogs often give you a different perspective
Yeah,
than, say, a guitar magazine review or something like that.
totally.
Yeah.
So Aang was at a guitar shop, and he saw a rack of those classic Boss pedals.
Oh, yeah.
And he started thinking about how much the gear scene has changed.
Mhm.
And he talks about how building a pedal board used to be this rite of passage
Yeah.
for guitarists, but also a major hit to the wallet.
Oh, yeah. Back then, each pedal you got was dedicated to one effect.
Yeah.
Distortion, delay, reverb,
Right.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
So you needed a whole board to get all the sounds you wanted.
Uh-huh.
And those pedals weren't cheap.
No, they weren't. And Aang even uses the term analog purist,
Ah.
which I have to admit makes me kind of curious.
Yeah.
What exactly does that mean when we're talking about effects?
Okay, so an analog purist is all about those traditional pedals, you know, the kind that use actual electronic circuits to create the effect.
Okay.
They love that raw, almost untamed quality of analog sound.
Mm-hmm.
You get a warmth and an organic feel that a lot of people feel like digital just can't quite replicate.
Is it because analog has those little imperfections?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not perfectly precise.
Yeah, that's a
So-
big part of it. Those imperfections, the way the sound reacts to how you play,
Okay.
adds personality and character. Some guitarists feel like it makes the music more, well, human.
Like each note has its own fingerprint almost.
I like that, and that unpredictability can be inspiring for some.
Yeah.
You might hit a note a certain way and get this unexpected sound, and that sparks a whole new idea,
Yeah.
you know?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, Aang also mentions digital modelers
Oh, yeah.
and how they kind of changed the game,
They did.
especially for musicians on the move.
Oh, absolutely. Think about, like, lugging this huge pedal board to every gig. You know,
Right.
digital modelers came along and said, hey, what if you had all those effects
Hmm.
and more in one small unit?
So no more back aches from hauling gear. Sign me up.
Right. And the technology's gotten so good, you can get really, really close to those coveted analog sounds.
Wow.
Plus, they offer things analog can't,
Oh, really?
like saving your settings as presets.
Ah,
So you could switch between sounds instantly during a performance.
that sounds incredibly useful,
It is.
especially if you're playing a set with like lots of different sounds.
Oh.
So you're telling me I could have a heavy metal roar 1 second
Yes.
and then a dreamy psychedelic soundscape the next,
Yes,
all at the tap of a button.
exactly. That's the beauty of digital.
Wow.
But like Aang pointed out, it's not all about practicality.
Yeah.
He was really reflecting on the deeper differences between the two.
Yeah. Which makes me wonder, if you were a guitarist,
Yeah.
which path would you choose? Would you go all in on analog or embrace the digital world?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I think for me, it would depend on what I wanted to achieve musically. You know,
Yeah.
analog pedals, for all their quirks, have a certain magic about them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're alive, reacting to how you play in a way that digital sometimes struggles to capture.
So it's more about the feel, the
Yeah.
connection between you and the instrument.
Exactly.
Not just the sound itself, but like the way you interact with it.
Exactly. And that hands-on experience, you know, twisting knobs and experimenting to find that perfect tone.
Yeah.
There's something really satisfying about that.
I bet, but I can also see the appeal of digital, especially with all those options.
Oh, yeah.
It's like having a studio's worth of effects at your fingertips, right?
Absolutely. If you're someone who loves to explore different sounds,
Mm.
craft intricate sonic textures,
Mm.
or just needs a wide palette for different genres,
Right.
digital is a dream come true.
Yeah.
Plus, as you said, the convenience is hard to beat.
And let's not forget, Aang specifically mentioned the cost factor.
Oh, yeah.
Building a serious analog pedal collection can get really expensive.
That's true. Back in the day, getting a great guitar sound often meant spending a fortune on pedals.
Yeah.
Digital has definitely opened things up, making a huge range of sounds accessible to more people.
It's kind of like the difference between buying individual books and subscribing to a service with a massive online library.
That's a great analogy.
You get more for your money and you can try out tons of things before committing.
Totally. And with technology always evolving, digital modelers are only getting better and more affordable.
But here's the thing that really intrigues me. Even with all the advancements in digital, there's still this huge community of guitarists who swear by analog.
Right.
Why do you think that is?
It's a fascinating question, isn't it?
It is.
Part of it is nostalgia.
Okay.
So many iconic guitar sounds were created using analog gear.
Uh-huh.
Those tones have become part of our musical DNA almost.
So it's that connection to history, to the pioneers who shaped the sound of rock, blues, and everything in between.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And some people feel that analog circuits just have this special something that digital, even with all its processing power, hasn't fully captured.
Like that warmth we talked about. That almost intangible quality that makes a vintage tube amp sound so good.
It's hard to define, but you know it when you hear it.
You know it when you hear it.
You
Then
think.
there's the visual aspect, too. Let's be honest. A pedal board full of colorful stomp boxes looks cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's like a statement showing off your sonic personality.
And for some guitarists, that visual element is part of the performance, part of the whole experience.
So for you, the listener, what's the takeaway here?
Okay.
Why should you care about this analog versus digital debate, even if you're not a guitarist?
It's a great question. I think it boils down to recognizing that there are different approaches to creativity.
Right.
Whether it's music art or any form of expression, there's no single right way to do things.
It's about finding the tools that speak to you that help you achieve your own vision, right?
Exactly. And whether you're listening to a band rocking out with a wall of analog fuzz or a musician crafting intricate soundscapes with a digital setup,
Yeah.
what matters is the passion, the creativity behind the music.
Well said. Now, as we wrap up our deep dive into Aang's blog post, let's leave you with something to ponder.
Okay.
Aang talked about how cost used to be a big barrier for guitarists.
And we've talked about how digital has made a wider range of sounds more affordable.
So has the playing field really been leveled?
That's the question. Has digital made it easier for aspiring musicians to pursue their dreams without breaking the bank? Or are there still financial hurdles we need to think about? It's a lot worth exploring further.
Yeah, it really makes you think about like the bigger picture, doesn't it? I mean, this whole analog versus digital thing, it's about more than just guitar pedals. It's happening like everywhere.
Totally.
In music, art, photography,
Yeah.
even cooking, I bet.
You're right. It's a broader conversation about how we create and experience things.
Right.
Do we embrace the raw, the imperfect, the hands-on,
Yeah.
or do we go for the precision,
Yeah.
the control,
Right.
the endless possibilities of the digital world?
And in a way, both approaches can be valid, right?
Absolutely.
It depends on what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
What kind of experience you're after.
Exactly. It's not about saying one is better than the other.
Right.
It's about understanding the strengths of each
Mm.
and how they can be used to create something amazing.
So for you listening, if you're ever at a guitar shop
Yeah.
or even just browsing online, don't get too caught up in the analog versus digital hype. Yeah.
Think about what you want to express.
Right.
What kind of sound you want to create.
And remember, Aang's blog post wasn't just a technical breakdown.
Yeah.
It was a personal reflection on his journey as a musician.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reminder that gear is just a tool,
Right.
a means to an end.
The real magic comes from the person using the tool,
Exactly.
the creativity, the passion they bring to the music.
That's what makes music so powerful, so universal.
Right.
It transcends the technical details, the gear debates. It's
Yeah.
about connecting with something deeper,
Uh-huh.
something that resonates with us on an emotional level.
Well said. So to wrap up our deep dive into the world of analog versus digital guitar effects,
Right.
let's recap a few key points for you.
Right?
Analog pedals with their warm, organic sound and hands-on approach.
Yeah.
They're like those classic cars full of character and history.
Then we have digital modelers offering a vast array of effects in a convenient, compact package.
Right.
They're like the sleek sports cars of the audio world.
All about versatility and cutting-edge technology.
And the choice between them, well, it depends.
Yeah.
Are you drawn to the raw, untamed nature of analog or the precision and flexibility of digital?
Ultimately, the best tool is the one that helps you express your unique musical voice.
Yeah.
So keep exploring, keep experimenting, and most importantly, keep making music.
That's it for our deep dive today. We'll catch you next time for another fascinating exploration of the world around us.